guys, Cowman here, and welcome to episode 122 of Minecraft Alpha to 1.17. And, have you noticed anything, guys? I don't think so, unless you're a huge nerd. But we have now switched over versions. We are now on 1.0. No beta now. We are now in the official release of Minecraft. Basically, the reason for that is because beta 1.8 was basically just not very good in the last video. I had a couple of falls from that huge tower that we're building, which we will be working on a little bit more in this video, so don't you worry. He basically had some falls from it, and yeah, just like that, there were so many glitches. I did actually do some earlier takes of this video on beta 1.8, and it was just not working, and I decided to give up on that version. So yeah, from this point forward, until the end of the series, which will probably never happen at this rate, we are now on beta, not on beta, but we are now on release. The official release of the game, that is. So anyway, without further ado, let's get back to business as usual then. Oh, good lord, though, this version is a bit glitchy, though. Yeah, well, let's hope it's a bit less glitchy, though, than beta 1.8.1, though. So that's what we were on. Maybe I should have tried beta 1.8.0, maybe. Maybe that would have worked, but either way, it doesn't matter, because we're now on this version. And also, have you noticed any difference here? I don't think so, but basically they've slightly changed the gravel texture. At least it looks slightly less disgusting now, because previously the old one looked a bit gross. So yeah, say no more. Anyway, so first person to be added to my shout out gun in the official release of the game is going to be Harvey JMS, and that's because they subscribed to my channel. So thank you, Harvey, for subscribing to my channel, and here is your shout out. So in today's video we're going to be working on the Cactus clock, and yeah, although we are going to have to do some work on this thing in the future, in case you don't know what this is, if you haven't seen any of my early videos, this is my mob trap basically, and yeah, I think it's because of Enderman, it's literally starting to fall to bits now. Yeah, I've got a leak in the floor now, there's holes in the walls, and yeah, got lots of work to do I think on that. I think what I might need to do is I might actually need to build a tower up to it, permanently. Which is going to be a bit annoying because it's going to kind of ruin the floating nature of it all, but oh well, as long as you have to do stuff like that, and I think we're going to have to do it to that. Oh well. Anyway, so without further ado, let's actually get to business with that new thing we're building, in which, in case you don't know, it's called the Cactus clock, and the idea of it is similar to the Sugarcane Observatory, which is this building here. It's kind of combining one of those extreme farms with a tourist attraction, so basically it's got 8 floors of cactus, well I think it's actually 7. And it's got a lobby at the bottom, an observation deck, and a clock face. And that's what we're going to be working on in this video. So anyway, let's get up here then. And if you do want to know how this whole farm thing works, I would recommend checking out one of my slightly early videos where I actually build this. It's if you want to know all the details, and all the measurements and how to build it really well. Oh, but yeah, I'm not going to be showing you in this video because this is all about the clock itself. So yeah, up here, this is basically what will eventually form the observatory, and we can actually place some wool here now. So yeah, let's do that now. Although what we are going to need to do is I think I will make a bed just in case we do die at any point in this video, and just so, I don't respawn back at the house. So yeah, when it gets night, we will probably sleep in that. Anyway, so, quickly place the rest of this, and did you notice that? I think I can now mine crafting tables faster because of 1.0, the Adventure Update Part 2, which is the official name of the update, BTW. Okay, so yeah, we've got lots of things to do in this version, like killing the Ender Dragon, which I'm sure we will be doing at some point. Well, maybe when the glitches get patched over, though. Yeah, I'm not doing it when it's glitching out like that, like you just saw 1 second ago. But anyway, luckily this bit's quite safe here because it's got a glass wall here. Although I can tell the clock face itself might be a bit unsafe because, that whole drifting thing, and basically it's causing me to die sometimes, no joke. Yeah, seriously, if you did see the last video, you'll know all about it. Also, I think I know why it's leaking there. Because I actually built built a pool to try and defend myself in the last video, but it didn't really work. And also, that's all the wool I have, so I think between this video and the next video, I'm going to need to get some more wool to actually build a bit more of this place. So, yeah. Although, from this sort of angle, like, imagine, like, without that hole, this is kind of how it's going to look like, largely. Although it's going to need to be a bit brighter, so we might need to place some torches a bit later. But we should have bought some, actually, in this video. Anyway, so this is where we're going to be working today. And this is eventually where the Clockface is going to be. But first what you need to do is you need to have some columns, and yeah, if you saw last video, you'll know this is a bit dangerous, so yeah, what I might do actually here is I'm actually going to place a chest here, just so I can place some of my stuff in here, in case I, you know, inevitably end up dying in this video. So let's quickly just place all of that, so there we will need to bring a tiny bit of food. I think that's everything that we're going to need, so yeah, let's go. So we need to build a column here. That'll go to the exact same height of this, and I'm going to crouch just, you know, to be on the safe side. Anyway, let's go then. So I think it needs to be 13 blocks up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I don't think this does anything, but let's just jump into... Whoa, whoops. Didn't mean to see that though. Oh, it's got still crouching. So used to having to just hold to crouch, actually. Like, has that changed? And also just realised I'm still playing on peaceful. Oops. So anyway, I'm not sure if it has or not, but let's go with another one here then. So it's going to be a tiny bit more difficult though, because I haven't built this thing up to the full height yet. Well, we will do that a little bit later in this video. But let's go with this one. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Bit of a glitch there though. Caused me to jump automatically, but I'm not complaining because at least that's better. That's a better glitch than causing you to fall off to your doom. So let's just build this one up to the full height. So it's currently 5 blocks, and this is now 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And yeah, I'm going to have to sacrifice myself a tiny bit here. So, woo, crash, ow. Whoa! Good lord. And that's the kind of glitch I'm actually quite fearful of, because if that happens while we're building a column, well, that's probably me gone. Like, unless it's into this bit, obviously. Anyway, let's try and build another column then. So, let's go then. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Good. And actually, only one more column now. So what we are going to need to do, and before we do that, is we are going to need to let my health regenerate a tiny bit. I think it's always like 5 hearts of health that we lose for each fall. So yeah, I'm going to need to let go a tiny bit, up a tiny bit first. So, let's quickly build this one up here. Yeah, so that's all the log columns done now. Well, there we are, can have a few more columns, which are going to be made out of wooden planks, which I think we're going to be doing right now then. So let's quickly take a bit more wood out of here. Yeah, this all needs to be made into wooden planks. And look at that, we can now just make them all quite quickly, because you used to have to you know, tap the mouse button a few dozen times to actually do that. Now we don't have to do that, so yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, even if like beta 1.8 and 1.0 are kind of really glitchy versions of the game, at least they added some useful features. Even if they also spread some bugs. Yes, let's quickly let this regenerate again. And also trying to avoid falling off to my doom. Yeah, I think this might take a while to regenerate. So what we might do is, actually, let's take a short break from on what we're doing now, and let's go up to the Sugarcane Observatory, because I'm actually kind of curious as to what this thing looks like from high up. So yeah, that's what we're going to do now, actually. So let's quickly take the other one down. So quickly get down this building as soon as possible. But I don't really want to take extra damage from this, because technically if you do, you go down these stairs too quickly, then sometimes they can actually harm you a little bit. Anyway, so this is the Sugarcane Observatory right here. If you've just skipped forward this bit in the video. And yeah, let's quickly go up here then. But we are going to need to be a bit more careful here, just because, you know, there's a few glitches and they might end up incurring as we're going up the stairs. I think I need to upgrade the staircase. If you have any ideas of how I could do that, please leave them as a comment below, because that would be really appreciated. But anyway, here we are, and that's what the Cactus clock looks like. So, like, imagine that, just with, like, wooden planks in those small, like, gaps, and then, like, a huge clock face in that big gap. And yeah, that's kind of how it's going to look like for the most part. So yeah, hopefully it should look quite dramatic. And then let's quickly just, like, take a few moments to appreciate this nice view that we have from up here. Because I think it's actually a really nice place, and you can spend a bit of time, I think. Yeah, you can see my huge silencers, alpha to 1.17. Well, I might need to change it to say alpha to 1.18 soon, though. Just because, obviously, the new update's coming up in a few days as I'm recording this. But anyway, let's get back down and yeah, then we can get back to work. So, let's just run down. Woo! Ooh, good lord, though, I nearly fell to my doom there. Well, maybe not to my doom, but maybe to some harm. Yeah, let's quickly build the rest of these columns then. And because this can be a tiny bit boring, I will actually just cut this small bit out. So I'll be back in a second. So yeah, going at the top, and what I am going to do, just in case I, you know, fall, then I'm actually going to have a quick sleep here. So yeah, we should set my spawn up here, and should be a little bit of you know, insurance in case I do fall down or have a glitch like that. So yeah, let's go on with another column then. I'm not going to bother counting here just because it's not really necessary, because, you know, they're only going to go to the same height as these things. Excuse me as well. So let's quickly build this one up. Well, I'm going to need to wait till my health regenerates a tiny bit, which luckily it just did, so it's quite useful. Kind of weird actually, how like basically you still take damage when falling like that. Yeah, like obviously in modern versions of the game, like that wouldn't happen now. But yeah, here it kind of does, and that's, yeah, a bit of a nuisance, but well. Quickly just run around just to let my health regenerate a tiny bit before I go with another one. And let's just do it now then. So currently at 4, it needs to be at least 5.5 to avoid dying from this, so it's 4.5. Come on, quickly regenerate. 5, come on. Come on, health, just regenerate yourself. There we go, 5.5. Now, although here, I'm going to need to wait up here for a few moments just for my health to regenerate up again. Come on, health, just regenerate as soon as possible. Quick, I have time to wait. Come on. Yeah, no, I'm kind of talking to nothing here. I'm just talking to my health. Yeah. Whoa! I just knew that was going to happen. And good lord, my home edge was missing or obstructed. Well, thanks a lot, game, for that. Good grief. Can't believe that just happened, but at least that's not quite as annoying as what happened in the last video where I fell all the way down. Yeah, and like, I think there was one time where, like, for the thumbnail, I actually had to fall all the way down into this cave here. Yeah, which, if you do want to see it, you're going to need to crouch here, just, yeah, for a bit of safety. Yeah, I need to have more health and safety standards as well doing this series, don't you think? Yeah, so basically I had to literally fall all the way down into that cave. Like, I started doing it ages ago, but, like, just never bothered finishing it, and, yeah, kind of obvious why I never finished bothering it. I never bothered finishing it. And that's because, you know, it's kind of boring most of the time. Like, unless, like, you need, like, loads of cobblestone, like, it's just boring just digging out a huge cave like that. Like, sure, like, you can do it while watching a film or listening to music, but, yeah, other than that, it's boring, so, yeah, I'm not going to do it. And definitely not in a video, because that'll be a really boring video. Yeah, so, let's get back up here then, and go back to work with this then. And luckily, I think I've still got all my stuff up here, because Luckily, I fell in a slightly better place, because if I fell anywhere else, like, stuff could have fell all the way down. And particularly, like, if I fell, like, around here, which I'm gonna have, which might happen here, then yeah, that'll be really irritating. Anyway, so let's get on with this column then. So, luckily I've got enough health to avoid having to worry about, losing all my stuff. So there we go, and take that damage. There we go. And let's build this one up here. Luckily, after this one, we've only got one more to do. So yeah, that'll be quite useful. And then we'll be able to start doing a bit of shaping, where we're going to need to be shaping the hole where the clock is going to eventually be. So let's quickly build this one up here. Anyone come on health, just regenerate before I have to go back down. Because I'll be really appreciated health, don't you think? Would you mind? Yeah, that's not enough though, 5, because I'll still die. Yeah, there we go, perfect. And now what we can do is we can actually start working on shaping this thing now. So, let's quickly make a few more planks. And so I won't be able to get a Clockface completed in this video, I know, but what I might be able to do is I might be able to get a shape of one completed. And also, hopefully without glitching like that. There we go. Right. Okay, so let's actually do this 2 blocks in, I think. If I do need to change out a video, though, I probably will do so. There we go. So let's start with it. The clock around here. Here, so I think that should be all right. Then we're going to need it going over here and over here. Whoa! Could have fallen to my doom there, but luckily I didn't, thank goodness. Yeah, this is actually quite dangerous when, there's always the risk of dying, I think. Yeah, like, I swear, like, if any of you play Minecraft Java, have you ever occurred this glitch and, like, I've been really scared of, like, just... Oh, good lord, that was a really close... Whoa! Oh, good grief. Seriously, my heartbeats are just tingling right now with fear. Good grief. I think I'm gonna have to end this video now. Yeah, like, by the way, actually, if any of you guys played Minecraft Java, have you ever had this, like, fear of, like, accidentally falling down to your doom like this? Yeah, let me know in the comments below. If you have, then what I'd recommend you comment is... Yeah, what should I comment? And just comment down the word cactus if you've ever had that feeling. Yeah, because that would be really funny, actually, see how many people say cactus in the comments, and, yeah, then, like, someone who hasn't watched any videos and just thinks, why the hell are they saying cactus? Yeah, so... if you have watched this far, then maybe do that. And if that case not applies to you, or you can just do that just to say you've watched this far in the video. Either way, it's fine. But anyway, that just about does it for this video, guys. So I really hope that you all enjoyed it, and I will see you in episode 123. Bye, guys.